The Buccaneer project is funded by the European Regional Development Fund through the Ireland-Wales Cooperation Programme.
Welcome to the Buccaneer video series. This is one of 2 short videos which will help you to discover, define, develop and deliver your skills around risk management. This is video 2, Develop and Deliver, where we'll be looking at assessing risk and then mitigating it. If you're new to the series, risk management is just a small part of the wider Buccaneer journey, which includes all stages of the innovation process for small growing firms. Whether you're interested in coming up with new products, validating them in a new market, through to protecting your intellectual property and building your networks to exploit it, there's a video for you. Let's look at a risk assessment matrix, where you need to look at the impact of a potential risk and the probability of it happening. When assessing the risks and mapping them, look at their likelihood of occurring, their impact on the business if they do occur, and the cost of mitigating them. The types of risk that you may need to assess are financial, either financial loss or excess costs, project risks like failure, delay, or project overrun, compliance risks. Are you going to run up against regulations? Reputational risk, or missing an opportunity. Remember, risk is about uncertainty. You can't always be accurate in your assessment, but it's important to try. Conduct a sensitivity analysis. Identify small but critical factors of your project. Look at exposure to market conditions. Reconsider the business plan and look at alternatives. What would happen if? Review the insurance situations, both personal and in business. And review dependencies. What does your project rely on? Customers, suppliers, and staff can all be dependencies. So your risk register should now identify all of the potential risks, the types of risk, and it should have an idea of whether they're high or low impact and high or low probability, as well as the cost of mitigating them. That cost to mitigate can be hard to calculate. Let's look at a model of risk mitigation. Identification of risk. Undertake your TCQ analysis. You can find out more about this in the first video. What are the assumptions around your risks? And what are the symptoms that those risks have come into play? Now assess them for the likelihoods and the potential impact. Next, think about how you treat that risk. Is it really a risk, or is it an opportunity? Does it require corrective action, and will it require you to use your contingency or your reserves? You now have 3 choices. You can either avoid your risk, you can accept the risk, or try and transfer it to others. When avoiding risk, you could do this through redesign, by trying to reduce the impact or the probability. Look at what you control. Next, you could accept the risk. If the impact and probability are both low, take into account that this is likely to have a lower cost and a lower impact on your business. Or you can attempt to transfer the risk to a third party, potentially through outsourcing. All 3 of these should lead to a type of reduction in the impact and probability of the risk. Keep monitoring and put in place a feedback loop to assess your risks on a regular basis. Here, expert in risk management and change ambassador Barry Davis gives us some insights into the successful mindset of a change agent.
I'm Barry Davis. I'm a Program Director for Fujitsu. I'm a big proponent of what I call the 3 C's, which is cooperation, collaboration, and co-creation. And it doesn't matter whether you're a big company or a small company, whether you're something you're running from home or a small enterprise, you look for those 3 things. You communicate, you collaborate with others, you come up with perhaps a collective niche, a collective unique selling point. And those sort of things do a number of huge advantages. For example, you can share the opportunity in as much as you can share the risk. And those sort of mitigating actions and mitigating thoughts and ideas should be built in right up front, so that you don't embark upon a wonderful road of discovery and opportunity only to find it a road of pitfalls and danger. You move in business outside your comfort zone all the time. And isn't it far easier and far better to move outside your comfort zone when someone's holding your hand and you're sharing the load and you're sharing that risk? The best way to mitigate any kind of risk is to be enthusiastic about the opportunity that the change creates.
If you cannot reduce the risk to an acceptable level, try and transfer the risk by commercializing in other ways, for example, licensing or franchising. Thank you for watching this short video, part of the Bucanier Innovation video series. Please visit www.bucanier.eu to find out more.